Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Hito, or I think it says Colin this on my YouTube now because Google wants to know my real life shit. So I've kind of slow fading on the last two LPs and being gone a while, but this game is not gonna happen because it's very short. It's called Renowned Explorers International Society. I'm quite a fan. I think that FTL has spawned a lot of followers, and this is the first game that I think really kind of knows what FTL was weak at and not just what it was good at and tries to improve those things. So we're going to go ahead and roll up a new game of Renowned Explorers. Unlike my last LPs, there should be no danger of slow fading because a full game of Renowned Explorers should only take 3 or 4 hours max, which is part of why I like it so much. This will probably just be like, this may be another one where it's only 2 videos, but then those 2 videos might be the whole thing. Or we could die. It's a roguelike, baby. Let's go. Gonna hit this new game button. This is the garbage mode for babies. We are playing adventure mode because this is the roguelike mode. I guess I could have explained what this game is about, but I'll do that in a second. For now, there's different difficulties. Classic is what the game came out on. I haven't played Impossible yet. I've beaten Classic before. We're gonna stay on Classic. Classic is already pretty hard. It's not one of those games that has a hard mode that's normal and an impossible mode that's actually fun. Classic is plenty hard and plenty fun. So the idea of this game is we are going to create a 3-person expedition party, and we're going to try to be the most renowned explorers. Hence the name Renowned Explorers. Look at that. One cool thing this does about progression, because as you guys know, I do not like progression. I think progression in games is generally bad, and that the game should be about improving yourself. And progression is about increasing your avatar strength or your file strength or whatever, so people who are bad can refuse to learn anything and still get better. But this game has a really nice way of doing it. It's even a little better than like an FTL ship select kind of thing. Because of your 3 crew members, one of them is a captain. And the captain will include some sort of special captain perk, and they get 5 extra spirit, which is health in this game. And you unlock new captain hoods by having someone as not a captain for a certain number of expeditions. For example, Kwana we see needs 1 more, Kiwi needs 4 more. And so you can play with any character, but you have to, except for the starting 4 captains, you have to play with the character as a non-captain to get him as a captain. It lets the game feel like you're mixing stuff up a bit, without without actually really mattering that much, which is what's nice. So part of the thing that makes the game interesting right off the bat, there are 4 different specialties. You have scientists. They'll gain extra research from completing challenges. That kind of lets you get these big macroscopic upgrades. Scouts tend to be faster, and there's a lot of kind of surprise challenges they're good at. Fighters are just very strong, very good. Speakers are good at kind of dealing with people outside of encounters especially. You can only have 3 of the 4, right? That's cool. You gotta pick something for your group. Not have. You could even go for like 2 of 1 and 1. You also see these symbols. Part of what makes Renowned Explorers kind of interesting is that abilities all have these affinities for friendliness, aggressiveness, or deviousness. And those determine the mood of the battle, which has some very big impact. I'm not going to bother explaining that till we get into an actual fight, so there's something to look at. But what you need to know for now is that it's generally good to have characters kind of on the same page, but without being completely deficient in any one thing. Sometimes you're going to need to have the mood be one of these 3 types, but it's good to have a mood you want the most and specialize in. So we're going to go ahead. If this was a Twitch stream, I would be asking people, but I do these local recordings for now because I don't want to deal with trying to manage a Twitch stream and get people to watch during peak times. I like to just have the control of the local stream. I like Bia a lot. And see, so she, for example, will get bonus campaign when you resolve a counter-aggressive, so she'll want to focus aggressiveness. She's very good. I don't like that captain perk, though. Who's Yvonne? Oh, she has that same... I don't like those captain perks that force right off the bat me to do one thing. Okay, so she wants wits challenges. She's quick thinker. You can also get a detailed character sheet that shows right off the bat what kind of perks she has and her skill tree. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time hovering on this because after I do a battle or 2 it'll make so much more sense. One thing to know though is that you'll see these names, reflexes, alert, and you're like, oh, why does something about reflexes and alert mean? Alert doesn't mean anything. What it is you can just be a quick thinker level 1 to 6, right? And being a higher level quick thinker will just matter for some things. So the only reason the perks have names is because you can't get the same perk twice. So if there's an item that gives me alert, it doesn't make Hades any better of a quick thinker. So basically the only effect of this naming, as opposed to just calling it quick thinker level 2 alone, is that it slightly favors you having the same perk on multiple people. So instead of having a quick thinker 1, or a quick thinker 3, if I get a reflex buffing item, it may be I can only have a quick thinker 2 and a quick thinker 1. That's all it means. This seems kind of fun though. So there are different kinds of challenges that different things are good at. So like she's a quick thinker, she's going to be good at some types of challenges, like I think wits. And I think wits are actually rogues as well. So ideally we'd have a character who can specialize in roguishness. Because we're already going to want to favor which challenges on the overmap. That's the kind of perk that's fun. Collect gives you money. I'll explain more about that in a minute. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to say Hades is our captain. We're going to start blindly clicking for people who are not scouts looking for rogues. So he's a rogue level 1. And that's again because I'm fairly sure rogues are a class of wit challenge. So we're at a level 1. The problem is that scouts tend to be the best rogues, so what are you going to do? Yeah, the only one is Felipe. And we can look at the thing. She does great with aggressive Adidas crews, which needs someone to protect her. Felipe has good speech defense, likes armor. Speech is this game's a magic, which you could guess if friendliness is kind of a thing you can do. And so we really want aggressive. So my third character should be aggressive focused, and aggression will be our main emotion if we get to choose. There should also be a fighter to defend these two. These recommendations you can kind of ignore as you get better. They're just kind of good right off the bat if you don't know how stuff works. Unless Hades, can she become a rogue? She can become an engineer or a quick thinker. Okay. So we want someone who's really tanky, especially armor, because he has speech defense too, but ideally just both levels of tank. So let's see, Ivan, he's got armor, but he lacks speech defense. She's a glass cannon. B is really good, but she doesn't work at all. I got 2 ranged, strong people. I really need someone fat. He's great attack and decent defenses. He has high armor and no real weaknesses. I'm gonna stick a Victor. I've been playing Victor a lot recently. I don't want 2 quick thinkers to start, but she's defensive. Ugh, that's so good. What are this guy's defense? So he's gonna start with 23 armor and 10 speech defense. How much more would I get if I adjusted around her? Not that much more. Yeah, why don't we do this guy in petite for now? So, friendliness we is our least favorite, but we have one guy who can do it if we need to be friendly. Otherwise we're an aggro devious kind of group. Yeah, let's try this. Let's give this one a shot. At some point I just wanted to go because I know this whole opening screen was kind of devoid of context for y'all. So, Renowned Explorers takes place over a series of 6 expeditions, which are just kind of like these instanced encounters. Basically, imagine the different systems you jump to in FTL as an expedition if you went to a hub world between each system. That's the general flow. We're not going to do the tutorial because I know what the fuck I'm doing. This is kind of a tutorial island or expedition, and it will be smaller and quicker and easier. So resolve is the health of the game. It's the win condition, right? If you run out of resolve, you lose. What makes resolve really interesting is that you have overmap encounters, and they can make you lose resolve, which sounds really trollish, but this isn't an FTL giant spider kind of thing. You'll be warned, and you'll have to know whether to take those odds or not. So it's important to become good at the overworld and not just good at the encounters. So you can see, for example, we have 2 choices. We can go here, where an athlete, naturalist, or survivalist may be useful, and we can go here, where we may get supplies. Supplies are like FTL's fuel, and it's kind of the same, where it's a soft limit, but a pretty harsh one. In FTL, the fuel limit is if you run out of fuel, you have to scum this really unpleasant fuel encounter thing while the rebels come up. In Renowned Explorers, every time you enter a new area, or you with no supplies, you get this really nasty debuff for the rest of the expedition. So we want to avoid it, but you can take one if you really need to. The more you take, the worse it gets though. So this one, You see, we want athletes, naturalists, or survivalists. Well, this is when we go and we want to refresh ourselves. We have a quick thinker, okay? We have a engineer and a rogue, but he's a little less good at each of them. And we have an athlete. So we have one of the three this thing wants. We're hoping we get the athlete side. We don't really know what it's going to be. We also really want to focus witch challenges, but of course we don't see any. Things that give you supplies often give you more than one supply, and we can only hold 7. So we're going to want to go here and then here and try to get back to max supplies and just score an encounter for free. So let's go here. It's an old bag. Dangerous. This is what I'm talking about. This is transparent. You know your odds. You know what kind of stuff you get, kind of. In this case, you don't know fall during the climb, which does classify itself as sort of a spoiler. But at least the spoilery things like this are really minimal and small. I hate spoilers in games. I'm a roguelike fan who hates NetHack. That's all you need to know about me there. But in this case, this is still not spoilery enough. I know I don't lose resolve because it would tell me if I would lose resolve because it's important. Something minor is going to happen. Probably if I don't see these things, what it means is I'm going to get a small benefit if I do this. And I can get this 3 collect. In this case, 73% chance, and we can see he has the armor that helps him, and because he's an athlete level 2, he's getting 20% for each of his levels of athlete. So we're going to take this risk. 3 collect is very good. I'll explain why in a moment. Hey! Got the backpack. He has the bag, he holds onto the safe stones, and it has some gold and silver coins. So I have collect. What does collect mean? This is one really innovative, really neat thing about this game. It has this token system. So collect tokens give me 10 or 15 gold at the end of expedition. It also gives renown. Renown is the win condition. After 6 expeditions, if you have the most renown, you win. As we get closer to that goal, I'll explain more of the implications of that. But basically, you can kind of ignore renown. You just do what is good, and then you'll do good, right? Like, you just want to try to succeed. You don't really need to warp your playstyle around renown much. But what's cool with the token system is that I can change through some research and things what tokens mean. So I can make collect become a more valuable token. And then I'll preferentially want collect over some other tokens. So really like that. Now we're going to grab these supplies now. It's like free money. Why not? Hey, free supplies. I maxed out. So this symbol means an encounter will happen here. These are the fights. Encounters are bad because it's a very easy way to lose resolve. It's the actual fighting portion of the game. But encounters are good because you'll get 2 encounter tokens, which I can't reference because I don't have any out yet, but they're good. This could also give research. This could give gold or status. This has something odd, and I don't know what that is, but I want to know. Now that I've got 7 supplies, I can do this and this and still reach. I need to get here with my last supply, ideally, and we can see there's a really long path leading somewhere around here. So we're going to go here and then here. Some cuddly sheep. Oh, we can either fight them or just get these. I want to show you guys a fight, but they're going to happen eventually. And you usually get 2 encounter tokens base from an encounter. Some other factors can give you more, but I doubt we're going to get 4. So let's just not even fight them. Let's just distract this cuddly sheep because she's a quick thinker. Sweet. What a distraction. So now we can see encounter tokens, 15-20 gold, 10-15 status. So they're better, more gold than the gold token, and they're also like a status token. That's really nice. Ooh, this is one of those witch challenges that's going to give us... Oh, why can't I hover over it? Here we go. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I was thinking of a different challenge that wants rogues. This wants tacticians or beguilers, and I didn't choose either of them. So I really fucked up the party, actually. I should have done one of those tactician fighters, and I could have ignored the scientist and gotten a speaker and gotten a beguiler and had all 3 and really wanted witch challenges. But I'm already committed. We're going, baby. So this, I can go here for 0 and see more, but I really want to know what this odd thing is, even though I don't get the free walk to there anymore, and it kind of sucks. We're still going to do this. A cave is found. Oh, so this is cool. This is a good example where I can choose which thing is more valuable to me. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some campaign because I have a lot of collect already. Some tactical plans. Oh shit! I can get a tactician! That's amazing! Because that's for witch challenges. I don't know that it will make a difference who gains it because none of us have any levels, but this is what I was talking about. If I had a tactician, and one of their perks was defense, or one of the perks they will get would be defense, they couldn't do it. So, we're going to go ahead and teach it to... Can he get tactician later on? He can get athlete or archaeologist. I should have looked at this earlier. He can get those and those. She can get engineer, quick thinker. She should not get engineer. She should just bum down quick thinker. It's also good to know what they are in case you can choose a perk to get. It's like she shouldn't ever pick nimble or unpredictable. He should never pick automation or steam engines because, well, if he's going to learn them from leveling up, he shouldn't get them from encounters like that. It's kind of confusing. We're going to ignore it. Fuck it. We're gonna go here. Nothing happens. Oh! Never mind, I found a hidden hoard on every expedition. Ooh, so these are the higher level tokens. So the low level tokens are research tokens, status tokens, and collect tokens. Treasure hunts, discovery, and secret just give you huge amounts of one of the things. In our case, I usually pick discovery on the first one to kickstart the research, because you can get research that gives you more benefits from exploring. So if you can get that research kind of earlier, it will just help. So I definitely like to get a lot of research on the first. So these are what I was thinking of, where engineers or rogues are useful. And we've got one character who does both. So we're going to go here, and then probably something like this, because we want to hit this witch channel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Unless there's something really interesting over here, or supplies over here, so I can do more. It's a gambling paradise. It's a casino. Hey, level 1 rogue, recollect. There's 2. So see, because she's a level 2 quick thinker, she gets 40%, and she has all these other good stats. Grit is an interesting stat. It basically... So you can get armor and speech defense to make yourself more resilient. This will all make more sense when I actually have an encounter. I swear it'll happen, because there's a boss encounter in every level. And because she's got it, scouts are really good at it. It gives her a benefit here, and then in battle, it'll just be a chance to not take any damage at all from an ability. Losing 10 grit would kind of suck, but it's 7.5% chance. I may as well try to get these eggs. It's pretty good odds, and I'm not going to be devastated if we all lose 10 grit. It's just mildly sad. Now the Witch Challenge, which will give us 2 free collect and everything else. This is an interesting token. This means you can improve yourself just for the expedition. It's not really worth it because all it helps for is this boss fight. I'd much rather get bonus 2 collect. You see right there. Now we're at a Saxon castle. It's abandoned. Oh, we're gonna enter a small gate. Okay. So castles you can get lost easily. We might lose supplies if we get lost, which would kind of suck. I don't really know which one of these is gonna be better. Like I said, spoiler things are annoying. Presumably you can look this up. They're rare enough in this game they don't make me that mad, and sometimes you can logic them out. Let's try catacombs. That sounds fun. Oh, there we go. This is good. So it's gonna warn you. So science is good for catacombs. We do have a scientist. Physical challenges. We have an athlete. And the bedroom, scout. So we have each of these characters. I think I'd rather do the science, my logic being Felipe has both engineer and rogue. Well, but rogue isn't probably going to show up in those, so I want one of the level 2s. So this would be the bedroom or the catacombs. So, his mantle, that sounds like it could be a treasure. We're going to try it. Yeah, sweet. So we get bonuses for scouts and quick thinkers, so it's up to 80%. We found that, and there's a trap. Run! What? There's another door. Hey, this is cool. We're gonna get like a treasure no matter what it looks like. Collecting valuables. There's the king's mantle. So we have to leave, but we got a treasure. So we want a level 2 diplomat. I don't think any of us can get diplomat, sadly, but we also get 5 collect, and then we get 2 insight, which well, it's something you get for the hub world, and it's really good. Yeah. I've got no way to get diplomats, right? It was quick thinker, engineer, engineer and rogue, athlete, and archaeologist. I think I'm gonna ignore archaeologist because I'm so bad at those diplomatic challenges anyway. Like I don't have any of the other things that the challenges that one archaeologist wants, so I'll just ignore those challenges. Shame I couldn't pick that up. I could have actually done it and eaten 1 supply loss, and I maybe should have, but I just so risky. But this first encounters pretty easily. So this is Revolu, he's our main antagonist, he's a huge douchebag. He's going to... And then Amir Akhtar is going to fight us, and he's going to steal the treasure. Okay! Rank 2 encounter for our first ever encounter. What are you going to do? So now see, these are the different moods, and we can see, if we're friendly, we're going to get a worse reward than usual, because he'll think we're weak. If we're devious, he's going to give us a better reward. If we're aggressive, it's going to be kind of neutral. Now, another thing you'll see here, so, anticipating the attitude, if they're friendly, you want to be aggressive. If they're devious, you want to be friendly. And if they're aggressive, you want to be devious. Problem is, so he's devious. He's like the devious scout of the crew. Revolu has 3 crew members, and they each embody an emotion. Right? And so, what kind of makes this encounter interesting is friendliness beats him, but then you get the worst reward. Matching him with devious is neutral, and you get the best reward. Aggressive, this just punishes people who really want to be aggressive, because he'll beat us, like it'll get a better effect against us, and it's just only a level 2 reward. So, now let's kind of take a look at our characters. Unfortunately, our devious abilities, you see it's called Try to Sadden. So, you always have an attack, and then you have your speech abilities, which are sometimes an ability that inflicts an emotion. And sometimes it'll be try like this, and that just means it's 75% of your speech power instead of 100. So he only has Try to Sadden. She has full Sadden. He has full Sadden. I didn't realize they all had Sadden. This is a really bad party, you guys. You do not want all your characters to do the same emotions, because people have different weaknesses and strengths to emotions. See, they're all weak to becoming confident, and friendliness beats him, and I have a encouraged guy, so it's really strong against him, but we really want a devious mood for the best reward. We could just try to blitz down this boss, but then if we fuck it up, we're in serious trouble. So we're gonna take a more measured approach. We're gonna run back over here. So the good news is at least Sadden is 2 tiles away. So you sit here. Alright, at least these guys are chumps, so get sad, nerd. So we saddened him, he just wants to be alone. As we used an ability, we've set the mood. It is tense. Friendly abilities get a buff. But we don't want to end friendly. But you see this is 3 notches, which means if we do 3 friendly things, which is either an action or killing someone makes it worth 1 more, it'll add a notch. So what we're going to do is we're going to Master Blast this guy who's weak to confident, right? With 1 confident ability, Encourage. We want to do this one because it's 110% instead of Try to Impress, Encourage, which is 80. And then we're going to get this buff too. And we're just going to hurt him, but we're going to stay devious as our mood because we want the devious reward at the end. So once you know all that nonsense, you can quickly look at buffs. You see Scouts move faster, she's the captain, she got bonus spirit. And everyone has reaching out because that's how the moods are done. So now he can exploit us both being devious if he swaps to friendly. I just happen to know he won't. I don't know if there's a way to know how they're going to change the mood aside from reading their descriptions. And just kind of knowing. So you see, Try to Sadden won't quite kill, though. That's fine, because we have 2 characters. She has full Sad. He didn't even really need to attack, but sometimes in this case you can use friendliness to give buffs. But I didn't want to bother in this case because Confident gives you more attack damage. We're not looking to attack at all. Yeah, so there's basically different sad and happiness abilities that you can have at your disposal. Happiness or friendly abilities tend to be a little stronger, but they're harder to use because of the 3 friendly abilities, only one of them does a debuff. It's this one, Try to Impress. It does a debuff, where it gives them negative speech defense. The others make them confident, which gives them attacks, or excited, which gives them speech attack. So they're basically better, but then like if you use them on your opponents, it's gonna make them better, which is hard to manage. Oh, that's grit. So he fumbled. That means that my grit pulled off my chance for me to not get hit by him. We can see she has grit such that I have a 22% chance of not taking damage. So what we can try to do here is something. Let me quick get So that does quite a bit of damage. If we impress him, he'll then get minus speech defense. The problem is we're going to go to friendly if we kill him in 2 hits, and I think we might be able to kill him in 2 hits. I think we win this turn no matter what. So if we do that, then I think his confident attack will actually just kill. So maybe we can do that and just do 2 others. That just gives him negative speech. Yeah, how much damage does this do? How much damage does this do? We could just... Oh, okay, we'll just hit him afterwards, because only 1 won't turn us aggressive either. So our goal is to kill him, but remain devious. So if I was looking to maximize my damage, just as a little bit of trivia, I use Try to Impress. He becomes positive. You can see this bar determines his mood. So to get one of these moods, you need to be on the right side of negative positive, and then it's the last thing that hits you. So if he's here, neutral, this will make him sad enough to become negative and he'll lose speech. If he was super stoked, I couldn't make him sad even by saddening him, because he would just keep his happiness ability he has. So if I wanted to maximize damage, right, I try to impress him. This gets the friendliness buff, so it's 100%. And he'll get less speech defense, it'll go into the negative, so this will do even more. However, I think that would be enough to kill him, those 2 abilities, because they're so strong. And then that would be 2 friendly abilities, plus a kill is 3, which moves our attitude to friendly, which means we get the worst reward. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to just have everyone kind of whack him with their best shots. So we're going to do this first. Make sure we don't fumble, because if we fumble, we're going to do something different.
Oh, yeah.
It's very easy to flatter. Now you hit him with your stick. The nice thing about you don't get extra experience for killing people. At least I don't think so. If I do, I'm really mad about the game. But you'll need to kill the boss, so it's just a strategic decision. Oftentimes I'll clear all the henchmen. Here he walked up in a stupid spot. So now you remember, if we used an aggressive or friendly ability to kill him here, we would change the mood. But if we kill him with a devious ability... Oh, fuck, we fumbled. That's bad. So henchmen are going to beat the shit out of us. We may be in trouble, but... that was still the way to do it. Okay, what are you going to do, homie? You're sad. Let's see, those henchmen are pretty far away. We should be okay. Especially because him. We just need to make sure we kill him here with a devious ability. 91%. Actually, just to be totally safe, I'm going to move him here so that if he fails, someone else can take his spot. Yeah, get sad, nerd. He's confused about the mixed signals. That means basically we made him happy, then sad, he doesn't know. So we got a devious victory. We get 2 encounter tokens. You always do for winning an encounter. We get a buff where basically 1 random character, or maybe it's the last one to hit. I don't actually know. I've been thinking it's random, but maybe it's the last one to hit. I should pay attention to that. I just haven't been. They get a buff based on how they finish List Expeditions. That doesn't matter now. The point is we got the best thing because he thinks we're sharp. So we got some gold, and we get speech permanently upgraded by 1. So you're wondering, how come they leveled up and he didn't? No, you probably weren't, but now you are because I said it out loud. You also get 1 experience for succeeding on that spinning wheel that we did, which they've each done, and he hasn't yet. Right, she's going to read this checklist out loud. So this is the same thing, I think, where you can choose who's going to do what. We know we're not going to convince the locals because that's going to be like the speech thing. So if we investigate the tomb, we're always going to get the thing. You see how if we fail, it's still a lucky find. It's just what the chances are. And that'll be a 58% chance. We can click look, but this is going to be so bad for us. Yeah, 38 is our best. And 100% for Jan Petit. Yeah, let's do this. Get a treasure. So now, remember when we got to pick which kind of thing we want? We picked Discovery. Now we're probably going to pick Treasure Hunt, because Treasure Hunt is now worth even more gold. Now we go to London on the overmap. And now, the game will make a lot of sense once I go through London. Everything else should kind of follow. This will just be a quick little reminder. Gotta remember off the back. Remember, these are the victory points you need to win the game. A lot of collect tokens. 1 treasure hunt worth a ton. And we continue. So they increase us, and Chairman Pinkerton will give us a new airship. Like so, that was the Trial Expedition. Real expeditions are bigger, which is why you need 3 more supplies. You gain 2 more resolve. You do every time you go to London. Every time you complete an expedition, you get new ones. Just telling you, you spend your research to get technologies. You use insight to do jobs in London, which we'll get to in a second. Status gets you an entourage. You spend your gold in shops. But first off, let's go ahead and address these levels ups. Haddis can become a level 1 engineer. I'd much rather have a level 3 quick thinker. She's also always going to get, no matter what I choose, piercing shot, which will affect enemies in the target line. And if I sit on it for extra turns instead of leading with it, because it's really hard to make it so you don't just use the AoE at the start. It's a pretty easy strategy, right? Like, oh, there's a lot of enemies at the start. That's when AoE is the best. So this encourages you to sit on your AoE stuff for a couple of turns. So we're going to go ahead and make our level 3 quick thinker. Now she's nimble. She gets some stat upgrades. Third quick thing, and piercing shot. And Jean Petit. Choose archaeologist or athlete. I think we're gonna, like I said, archaeologist would have helped in those occasional spots, but I think I'd rather just be a really good athlete and just be safe on that. No matter what I pick, I will get inspiring attack, which will heal allies and make them confident if they're positive. So let's go ahead and grab some stamina. Oh yeah, it also matters. You get different stats for perks you upgrade. So also worth noting. Okay. Research. You spend science on research. You have to start by unlocking a tree. And then you have like the set cost that just goes up every research you get. And you get new things. You see, after your first adventure, you can only pick Preparation or Chronicles. Afterwards, you can pick these trees, which basically buffs you. If you like... For these 3, it's if you like a certain type of unit or a certain emotion. This other one will be researcher scientists. In this case, we probably want adventure because this will buff us for witch challenges and we have a fighter. So we're probably going to grab adventure on our next trip back, but we can't upgrade adventure right now. So we can use Chronicles of Preparation. We're very low on research compared to some other characters. But we can get more, and before I research, I'm going to talk about this. These 3 insight jobs. And have a character go to university, go campaigning, or lecture, which is different than university, believe it or not. And we get to do that 4 times because we have 4 insight. 2 from completing the map, 2 from that treasure. And we can look and see, well, I could choose here to get a collect token, 2 collect tokens, or an encounter token. This is obviously bad. 2 collect versus 1 encounter are both good. If we go here, we don't have any speakers, so we see everyone can just give us 1. That's not good at all. We go to university. You can give us 2. So we'll probably want to get 2 study tokens, 2 collect tokens, or an encounter token, and we can choose that 4 times. This is where we can see the reference. So you can see here, collect is 10 to 15. Treasure hunt is amazing now, and it's their favorite of the major tokens because of that treasure. This gives us status, this gives us... And this gives us research, this gives us gold and research, and encounter gives us gold and status. Now, she mentioned an entourage. We're going to look at this quick. We go here, you can have 2 different kinds of entourage. Helpers, buff, tokens. Remember when I said you could start focusing on which token, in which case we probably want to focus collect, because we get those for witch challenges, and we can just try to focus on that. Or we can get specialists, which will give us stuff like this. We plan on being primarily aggressive. We didn't see it there, but aggressive is our team's best mood, so BG Hunter would be pretty good for us. And there's finally item shops. This works like you expect it to. You spend gold, you get shit. You also need status to get better items, and we're going to want to do that because we have a shitload of gold right now. So we're in an awkward position where BG Hunter would be really good for us. But you see, we'd have to get 20 status even to afford her. And we want to have... Oh yeah, and this also upgrades this shop, which gives us more capacities on these helpers, more kinds of helpers, and the next tier specialists. We're probably going to pass her this time, because we really need to upgrade Red Square Market. Because we are so rich related to these crappy items that we definitely want to start buying tier 2 and tier 3 items. Okay? You want to think of this all holistically because it's all relevant to each other. So, for example, if I'm going to do these, and I'm going to get an entourage, I want to make sure, let's say I picked this, I don't know if I will. I definitely want to make sure before I get those tokens, I have my merchants, right? So, you want to think of all of it at once before you execute. In this case, what do we know? We know we have a lot of gold, and we're pretty low on the other 2 right now. And so we definitely want to upgrade the shop. In fact, the only thing that would affect that is a research over here. Opening doors will make it cost less status, which requires 3 researches, which we're probably not getting. This first one costs 10, and the next is going to go up by 20. I think it's 10 every time, I'm not 100%. So we're not going to get up opening doors without getting a ton of science. It's probably not worth it for us right now. So we can feel pretty confident in upgrading the shop first. And spending the money. But all the same, let's kind of stop and think, what do we want here? Well, why don't we actually look into upgrading the shop twice and getting the best items right off the bat? They're super expensive, but we could just focus on being gold. We already get that bonus collect. Is there any research that helps with that plan? Instant when we finish expedition. Oh yeah, also upgrading a tree. So this makes that study thing more efficient, but completing prep will make any job better. This one, if we start it, we're going to get more stats from encounters. Completing it upgrades the stat gains from perks, which is like, so this is giving me 6 grit and 3 speech total. Now it would give me, what, 9 grit and 4.5 speech. So this is good, except that I'm hopefully not going to fuck up and die this early. And die 4 times in the second expedition. Second expedition is still pretty easy, right? This would be kind of nice if we wanted to choose encounter as our token that we get, right? So if we wanted to say do this, then definitely Telltale would be really good. Do we want to though? I think we want to just focus collect and get really good money rewards, because if we upgrade adventure next time, we're going to get even 3 collect for free every witch challenge we enter, right? And then those will still give us collect for Exalving Regressive. So we're probably going to finish up this whole tree. Level 3 athlete we have. We don't have level 3 tactician, sadly. Like I said, I fucked up my party pretty bad because I forgot the challenges. Having a tactician instead of an athlete would have been even better, but this will give us a nice thing. It's a tool. Basically, tools give you, I think, 25% on any adventure reel encounter, and if you still fail, you get the tool back. But I think we might just want to get this first so that we can get it for all of our subsequent expeditions. Oh, sorry, I said 6. It's the 4 that are remaining, not 5 more. But anyway, let's get an idea. Yeah, so these ones are 150, 180, 150. We can guess the next two will be even more expensive, but even if we only get 1, we're gonna be rich. Let's just get the best stuff for our party right off the bat, and that'll be how we build. Yeah, so like 320 costs, 450 costs. This is what we're going to do. We're gonna focus on these really good master items. So let's look and get an idea of what we want to buy. We can only afford 1 right now, but we do have 4 insight, and it's very likely we're going to maybe try for merchants or stuff like that. Okay. So we look at the Red Square Market, right? Okay, master stuff. What do we got? Master gloves, plus 10 attack, plus 5 speech power. Give you some scale. We're going to only lose 1 for removing any of these gears of the stats they give, attack power, armor, or speech defense. Right, so he'll go from 32, we move this to 31, increase this to 41. So you can see there, it's a 1/3 more attack just for these gloves. That's pretty major. The book is the same for speech power, and then you still get 5 in the other one as well. Look at the master armor. 25 speech defense and 15 armor. Yeah, holy shit. Look at Jan Petit. So instead of being 10 and 26, he'll go down to 25, but then he'll go up to 25 and 30. So he'll have more speech defense than the speech defense guy. And still, like, look, she has zone 6. Master armor is the same. And then boots are scouts only, which gives armor and speech defense, but also grit. That good. All this armor is superb. However, we might want to try to focus first on trying to one-shot people with these, because one-shotting is really good, right? We also have some really good trinkets, this Lucky Charm. You'll start every counter excited, which is that positive buff that gives you speech defense. Or starting every counter confident, actually really damaging. And then some of these just give you some, hey, you'll get another level of athlete power, you'll get an engineer perk, you'll get a survivalist perk. So as I said, the names of the perks matter for stuff like this. A lot of good shit we have in this super good shop. And I'm glad we didn't just get, we could have like all gotten some good stuff. But if this is how much money we get from the starter dungeon, we're going to be able to afford all master gear soon. So I think what I'm going to do first is say, well, Jean Petit, this will do 120 times his attack. This was 75% Haddis's attack to a lot of people. he's going to get Amnesia Shot, which will do 50% of his attack. Why don't we get really good damage for Hadis, so that if there's a bunch of trash mobs, and she charges up, Piercing Shot just, like, multiple kills. That's a good way to think about stuff. As much as I want to get her the boots so she can survive, I think I'd rather go for damage first to try to just get as many one-hit kills as possible on people. And then we're going to fill out our defense, because defense will matter more on the later expeditions. Expedition 2, it's still... knock on wood, obviously, but if we manage ourselves correctly, pretty hard to get really fucked up. I'll also go ahead and get this done. I think we're just going to grab Insightful, like, Preparation and Insightful Expedition. Oh, actually, I'm dumb. If we had done this, because this gives us bonus study for study jobs, right? So we could have actually... this may have been the best move. I'm not going to... it's too late now. Because this gives us +4 study and we have assigned 2 study, we do this and this. We don't have enough research, but it probably only takes us 1 or 2 study jobs if we get 4 tokens to get the next tier, to get opening doors, and we could have upgraded the shop twice and saved a lot of status. Yeah, that probably would have been a smart move, actually. It's kind of too late now, though. I'm just dumb. I'm stupid. Because we wanted to get Insightful Expedition anyway, right? Well, I think we're going to do something kind of unorthodox, which is basically opening doors is not that good for us now because I'm stupid and dumb and did it wrong in the wrong order. But that fact still applies. We could just do 1 study job and then spend the rest of our tokens on other stuff. Field rations is really good. You can guess that. More supplies, you get to do more encounters on the map. Because this line is already open to us, let's not do halfway down the line but then not get to do the best part. Let's throw this away, maybe not even finish preparation till later. Let's do tools and get field rations level 1. That's another good thing I would have weighed against the option to do the play I didn't do. So we're going to grab tools to trade. We need 30 research. Okay. Well, we go to Berlin. Felipe. Yeah, he only needs to take 2 of our 4 to do this. And now we'll get more supplies for our next thing. Yeah, we have no anything this time. And I'm done. Now the other 2 I think are going to be lectures. 10 to 15, yeah. Well, this gives us... if we do 1 encounter, we haven't... no, there's no chance we have to get enough to get a merchant this time. Let's get some master gloves. It's insane to have a master item on the first go, by the way. This is really good. And yeah, if I get 2 collects, can I afford 1 more master item? Maybe not, actually. So I need... to get another master item, I'll need about 80 gold. Collecting me 10 to 15, I'm going to get 4 collects total, right? Getting enough science research, because if I get 8 more tokens of those, 8 times 4 is... why is 8 times 4 taking me so long, guys? 32. So I get at least 32. I'll guarantee to get my next research down. I could get 2 tools. Or I could just get this for next time. I think even though I want collect as a whole, because I've yet to get the thing that makes my collect any better, I think I'm just going to do this. And yeah, because I don't think there's any way I can get another good master item. Save this money for next time, where I can get like 2 or 3 master items. And then just get either this, which will give me 2 tools instead of 1 for every expedition, or get Insightful done, because I want to finish prep eventually to get 1 extra token from each job. And then just... this will be a sunk cost for me not thinking that I should have done opening doors, because I didn't think I could get it. It would be worth getting on the first time, but I actually could. Yeah, I'm going to... yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to say... hey, Felipe. I'm dumb. I'll get 1 more insight next time. And, yeah. I could get one good item, but why should I if I'm going to be upgrading everyone to the max soon? I mean, unless I'm super worried that, like, one of these characters is going to get fragged. But the Master Boots are so good, I don't want to get the good boots and wait. Because look at these fucking Master Boots. So he's not going to get bursted because he's naturally pretty tanky. I could get some good armor for Felipe. And then just get a Master Memento for Petite. That may actually not be the worst idea in the world. Getting 6 Master Gears would take a while, so if I get like 2 good... Or I could just get one of these trinkets. That might actually be smarter, right? Does he have stamina already? Yeah, he does, so that's a good example. I can't make him a level 4 athlete by purchasing this machete for him. Advanced tools, do you have, or you don't have it yet, and it's not even an option for you. I could make him a level 2 engineer. And give him Terra 5 resistance. We could get him any survivalist at all, but I think, like I said, nature challenges... Or wait, no. Nature challenges are... Right, it was survivalist, athlete, and naturalist. So if I have a survivalist, and I already have an athlete, it just increases that, and then he won't get enraged as badly. Maybe I'll just grab a random compass. So I have some money worth. I can't get any super good trinkets. Let's do this. That nature challenges I can just go for. Now, it doesn't really matter who the survivalist is right now, unless it's just someone I want to get more experience. The question is just more, who do I want to resist damage from Enraged? Here's the logic. Enraged is a debuff that makes your armor worth less, so the person... Actually doesn't make them... I think they're not less likely to enrage you with the enraged thing, it's just damage. I don't know if it makes you less likely to get enraged or not. In case it is, enraged hurts him the most because he has the most armor, so 50% hurts the worst. It's tenuous logic that I'm not even sure about, but it's not a huge much I'm losing. You probably want to see the game. I spent an absurd time talking about the overmap, but now you really understand it, is the hope, So now we can choose. This is our little airship. We've already done the Graves. We can choose Caribbean Island. Aggressive is better. A lot of nature and technique. We have both technique and 2-3 nature. It unlocks a new item shop. If you go to the Hungarian Fort, Secret Alchemy Labs, Tactician, Archaeologist, Quick Thinker, Dimplant. We have a really good Quick Thinker, a marginal Tactician, and nothing of these two. There's a status. One thing that is sad about the game is there are not enough of these yet. Because stuff's randomized, I don't think they're like, oh, you need a lot of new encounters and stuff is super applicable. But I wish there were a few more choices here. I mean, it's something they can easily work on and do DLC for. Island is a lot better for us. Like I said, we're better at these. We like aggression. We'll get a new item shop so we can kind of... Another item shop to upgrade means we'll at least get some value out of that perk that I'm stupid opening doors. I'm so mad about that, I'm sorry. So, place near a waterfall. We have 12 supplies. It's a lot more than 7. 5 more than 7, in fact. So it's really nice having 12 supplies in our first thing. We have company. The secret island has been discovered. That's right. So now we're going to get to see some more heavy fighting and get to enjoy how fucking strong Hades will be. Hey! There's no mood. All we need to do is have a mood that beats theirs. So they're aggressive. We could be friendly to beat them, or we can just do what we did in that first encounter and just stay aggressive along with them. Because we're pretty good at being aggressive. Do I one-hit kill anyone? I do one-hit kill anyone. I'm a bow user. One-hit anyone anywhere. You guys don't play one-hit. Inspiring attack does, though. Oh, it's really close. But it will make him confident, which will make him do more damage. And so he might be able to kill her when he's confident. So we're gonna do... You inspire us. Maybe kill. Yes! There's some random fuzz on the damage, so... yeah. Now everyone's confident, so he'll also do more damage. This square, if you stand in it, you heal at the end. I think I used it and didn't explain it in the first one, so I'm sorry. Hey, now that he's confident.
Sweet.
And let's see what confident Hades can do. Hey, buddy. That was an encounter, everybody. That was a fight that we did. I mean, that's supposed to be an easy one because it's like a mandatory encounter when you enter the area. But yeah, it's a good, cute, good sense of where we're going in life. And finally, Felipe levels up. So we're gonna get that amnesia shot. It's pretty good. It gives them a buff that weakens them. And it removes 1 point from attitudes opposing the current one. So what that means, that's really good for situations like that one we're in with the dude, or we can do like a friendly. So if I had been against him now, that little devious guy, I would have had Jean Petit impress. Then he does amnesia shot, and we lose that friendly point. And then she can kill him with another friendly attack, and we still say devious. That kind of thing it's good for. And the debuff is just really solid. I have no idea which one of these we really prefer. I guess we'll just put it down since I'm pretty neutral between these. I could get speech defense and attack, or grit and attack. I think I'd rather have grit a little bit. Just ignore, because he's got no armor. So just get grit so that his armor hopefully doesn't matterful. I just don't care as much because I'm just want to ignore shit. Yeah, I'll take that logic. Plus I can get that wrench, which makes me a level 2 engineer. There's sometimes effects that, like, say you have to be at least a level 2 engineer. I can get that with the wrench. I don't have anything to get that for rogue. So let's go ahead and hit that level 2 threshold. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he got the buff. Oh, okay, and Hydus got the kill, so it's not last to kill. I think it is random, like I said. Okay. We can look. There's a traitor here. She will let you... So this is another kind of annoying spoiler thing. I know with a traitor how it works on the island. She gives you these basically tier 1.5 items that are better than the tier 1s but worse than tier 2s. I don't fucking want them. I am buying tier 3s already. But these has these naturalist challenges, which we got our survivalist, so we're kind of good at both. But this has a technique challenge where we're good at both, too. It's a long way in either case. This has one non-trader path off of it. This has one non-trader path off of it. Pretty well tied. We would rather get gold to get master items. That's going to be our tiebreaker. This has 2 potential rewards. That only has 1. And we still have... And we have both of these, whereas this could be one wanting a naturalist, which we don't have. So, we go here. Oh yeah, this is our tool, by the way, that we got from that research, if we really need the plus 25%. Okay. So, if we make something useful, we'll get another extra tool. We'll get some collect and study. If we just study the materials, a lot of times encounters will get this, so it's like a pity prize, only 1 study. And this way I'd get 0 study if I fail. But a tool's really useful. Felipe's got good odds because it's scientist and engineer. Let's fucking roll. 2 tools! Yes. Okay. Another single-use tool for expedition. And let's do this encounter because I want to be the trader. Boom! Bring it on! Smugglers with bananas. Hey, because she's a quick thinker. You put down the bananas. I think if it's blue text, that's like the FTL thing, letting you know you should just always pick it. That is a bonus option because they're a certain level of something. So I'm going to take the quick thought. Charge my direction. Oh, I see. So I'm going to get... I still get the encounter, and I get the 2 extra encounter. And maybe they'll even take a debuff for bananas falling on their head. No mood I need. Yep, bananas hit him. Yeah, you got banana, fool. Okay. I really want to, like, just... Yeah, apocalypse these fools. Can only kill 1, though. There's no way I can get a line that draws all 3 of them, I think. If I want to be strict out, then we would have all 3 run back, get them to run towards me for a turn, and then... Oh yeah, and then this will get stronger if we do that. Let's just play it optimally. He has encouraged to make confident, which we're going to use. We're going to bop him on the head. Walk. Goodbye. If you aren't thinking this looks easy, the answer is that the second encounter should still be pretty easy, even if you don't buff much stuff. Which is why I was okay only having 1 really good item for her. And it's kind of, as the expeditions go on, it gets frightfully harder, and you need to have been doing well. You see here, if we're both hostile, it's going to take 5 friendly for me to be friendly. Which is good, because if I'm friendly and he's aggressive, he'll get... I lose armor. So, basically how it works, roughly speaking, if you both match, then doing the counter gets a 25% damage buff, okay? If you beat them or lose to them, it kind of depends on the stat. So if I'm aggro and he's friendly, or vice versa, then it's an armor deep. Or I don't know if it's vice versa. I think it might be... We're just going to call the buffs as they come up. I'm not going to try to memorize all 6 up top of my head. Point is that we want to make her... Our goal is to get them to stand in the line so we 3-shot them. And I can make her confident and make her better because I'm not going to change mood to the bad mood where he'll damage me. Oh, it doesn't even do it at all if I just encourage an ally? I thought for sure that would change the mood. And focus end turn. I could just move one and get a shot, but this will be funnier if I do it this way. Petite. Will this kill? In 3 range, he'll make people confident. Whatever. I'm just gonna hit him and see if the random damage lets me get a kill. Yep. I don't really need to play this that optimally right now. So now she's hyper competent or confident, and goodbye. Oh my god, she's so strong. So I got extra encounters for my quick thought. Yeah, and he gets it now. Oh, he gets armor and 4 attack power. That's a really good buff. Holy shit. Hey, we got bananas. Apology. I like play. So this is what I was talking about, where I could have upgraded Jean Petit to be a archaeologist, but since I don't have a diplomat, I'm just going to avoid cultural challenges on the overmap. It's good to have someone you don't want for these kind of split chances like this. So now I know, I'll just do this. Yay! So I could either get 1 study or try to get 3 study, but if I fail, I get none. I'll take these odds. Plus, like I said, you get experience point if you succeed on the wheel. So, put that in your mind, too, when you're weighing chances. So this is an epic encounter. It'll be a really hard enemy, but you get a really good buff. I know the enemy. He's strong, but we're fucking strong right now, so this can give us resources. This can improve. Why don't we improve our party? Because we got 9 supplies. There's a good amount of game left. And then we're going to do the Titanate. That's what it is. I'll spoil it for you with the Titanate. Increase someone's grit or speech defense. Ooh. He now is pretty tanky for this fight. Why don't we just give her a shitload? Or no, let's give Jean Petit speech defense so we can frontline well enough till he gets his memento. Yeah, since he's going to frontline, that's what we'll do. So, now he gets 5 speech defense this expedition. Question is, do I want to go right to the ape, or do I want to do some sort of circuitous? No, because I can always just kind of walk around in a circle around here. You see there's 6 touching. So I just need to get, even if I get here with like 4, I can just go like dot, 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 ding. So it's fine for me to kind of skip these and say, let's just get this, I know I want to do this ape, and if there's like a wits challenge here, I'll want to do that. So let's just do this now and not dick around up here. Oh, and there's another special thing over there. Epic and risky encounter. Let's take the risk. Titanape. He goes for me, but I parry the blow. I think that's because I'm a fighter. I think that would have damaged me if I wasn't a fighter. Okay. Maybe a tactician or an athlete. So in this case, you see Titanape, we can either subdue it or befriend it. And, okay. So, the Titanape is interesting because if we're devious, he'll dominate us, but devious is what's going to beat his aggression. In this case, I think we can just match aggression with aggression and kill his fucking ass to fucking death. I can't amnesia... Oh, I can't amnesia shot him because his buddy's out of the way. So that's amnesia shot. I have to not stand next to an enemy for piercing shot. So why don't I take my step back first? Because I want to know... Yeah, if this kills a monkey, and I can hit him, no point waiting for it to charge. Let's just kill these fucking monkeys, right? In particular, if I amnesia shot, okay, he's going to get minus 15 armor for a turn. So then we'll get some extra damage. I can inspire everyone. Okay. I have to be slightly inefficient then, I think. If I want to do the inspiring attack to make... I can't use the inspire to make her more confident, because I can only hit the monkey with the inspiring attack, and not the Titanape. And it's a waste to do, because she's going to kill this line. You know what, though? In that case, why don't I save the amnesia shot for next turn? So this turn I'll pierce, get Jean Petit wedged in here because he's the tanky one, right? Just plop his ass here, and just have him do something minor. Just have him do something, just an attack to this guy, right? And then next turn, that's when we can all go all... Or actually, no, even better. Why not just have him kill this monkey? Anyone I think can take one hit now that he's got his bonus. She has no armor, or she has low armor, but she has a lot of grit. And he's almost certainly going to attack and not... He's only going to, like, do and speech stuff if we go devious, I think. I think if we're aggressive, he's just going to swing at us. And we have good armor, decent armor with the buff, bad armor, but grit. I think I can risk one, and I can just kill every fucking monkey instead. And then if we kill all the monkeys, then next turn, I can go, like, amnesia shot into the inspiring attack, into Hadis getting a super strong attack where she's confident and he's got a debuff. I like this. I like this plan. I don't actually know if the order really matters. I hope he can kill a monkey in one hit. He can kill a monkey in one hit. So, fuck out, monkey. Monkeys will do speech attacks on you, by the way. They're just little douchebags who taunt you and make you enraged, but I'm not mad about anything. I'm happy. He has more attack than speech, so yeah, you just protect Hadis because she's our best, and just smack him for some free damage. Nothing special. Don't waste any shots debuff. Last one attack. There we go. No more monkeys. The next turn we can make everyone... Oh, never mind. Not this turn. This is just a random trivia. He has this ability, so I'm beat his chest, and he gets really good defenses for a turn. I don't want to waste any of my good shit this turn. Unfortunately, I only have sadness. Like I said, I fucked up. There are some devious abilities that can enrage you and give you minus armor, or I can give you minus, what's it? Yeah, I can give you negative armor, or I can give you negative attack, which would both be great. But all I can do is give him negative speech, and whatever, he's not even using speech. So in this case, I think we're just going to do attacks and just chip him, even though he's, like, really tanky. He's not the tankiest in the whole world or anything, so... Yeah, this choke point's fucking we're gonna put him here. We're gonna move Hadis here so that she's close enough to get the confidence when he does his inspiring attack next turn. And we're always gonna shoot this guy. One random trivia. You see, animations take a bit of time. You can turn off these animations if you want to play really quick games around Explorers. I turned them off for a bit. If I make him sad, he's no longer confident. I think I'm actually gonna do this. So you see, if I hit him, he'll still be barely positive. If I sadden him, it's going to do a little less damage. It won't put me to devious for this to trigger, though. And then he won't be confident, which will... He won't get the 25% attack power. So that's worth it. Maybe someone else should have done it. I should have realized one person should have been devious, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I tried canceling the animations. What I found is I would get too confused about people's speech attacks and not know how they worked. So that guy does a lot of damage. But he got the armor buff, he doesn't die in one hit. These monkeys, I could kill them. I think I'm just gonna win, like, super fast, though. Hey, nerd. Got rid of that devious spark. I don't really care, just making sure you guys understand kind of how that works. And let's go ahead and make Hadis confident, and heal Felipe. And confident girl with gloves. Yeah. What the fuck's up, buddy? Yeah, we win next turn. These monkeys, maybe one's gonna catch him, but I gave him speech defense, so yeah, we're fine. You better. Oh, I see. If he and the monkeys all gang up, they might. By the way, if you're wondering if he dies, what happens? I'll lose a resolve instantly. I can revive him. It takes an action. The action only works in melee range. Oh shit! The fucking compass. This actually helped me, but it didn't matter anyway. Hey. Go home. I think it kind of matters. So yeah, if they drop, you lose a resolve, you can revive them, it takes one action. They do revive with like 80% health, which is good. The problem is that if they die again, you can lose more resolve. So sometimes you kind of need to know. when I went out to heal him. Anyway, we got the Titan. You get 5 campaign, 10 study, renown, and insight. And we have this. If it's another purple base, it basically means it's like a really epic kind of place where like a lot of encounters will happen. So I'm glad we found it. Let's go. It's a lighthouse. Let's take a look. The smuggler's talking about us. We definitely want collect. Felipe is going to snoop. It's a ship. So this is the same thing where we can pick. We can engage them, but look at this. We engage them. We lose resolve right off the bat. So we definitely want to avoid it, but we could also lose resolve if we fuck up one of these. Stealing a boat. Probably going to do this. 95% odds. Could use one of our tools, but I'll take those odds. But let's quick make sure making a raft. That's 87, okay. So a tool would make this certain as well. I could get 4 study if I do that. If I steal it, I can get 1 collect and 1 study. With slightly better odds. Oh yeah, very occasionally the specific perk matters. We get extra 50% because sneaking is our rogue one. That's so rare. Never pick stuff around it. Just enjoy it when it happens. So this is actually kind of hard. We want collect more than study, but this is just more points. But it's also lower. We probably have to use a tool to be sure about it. So you know what? Let's just steal it. Felipe. We stole a ship and we're going to some smugglers. We finally reached their ship. We stayed undetected and boarded. Felipe is going to sneak in. There's hostages. Hey, we have a secret. The smuggler captain is running. Oh! Fighter and athlete. Yeah, see, level 3 athlete gave us the 100% chance. They're in hot pursuit. Whoosh. He's getting closer. We managed to land somewhere safe. And now we have to fight. But that just makes it clear we will not stand for it. And since he's level 3 thinker, someone who emerged with... It's a harder encounter, but we got to take them out. And we'll probably get something better for 3-star encounters or something. I don't know. Point is, we kill the dude. No mood that we need. Oh my god. Since we killed the aggressive guy, he's just going to come at us. God, I wish we had Enrage. If we had Enrage, we could kill him probably 1 turn. Right? Enrage him with, if Felipe had Enrage, then this and this would just kill. But doesn't matter. So if doing this doesn't change the mood like I thought it did, let's... You can move this far. Don't know how far Inches Terrify is, but we can probably stand like here and be fine. So if this doesn't change the mood, it would definitely make her confident. Holy shit. And she can try the confident on his... Yeah, Jean Baptiste actually makes people worse. Man speech spent, he won't do it. Sweet. And we're just gonna chill. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that self-casting didn't change the mood. I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, so she's confident. She can get... Okay, let's move her into position. She can get that double kill. I think we can just win in a single turn. Do that. Oh, where's defenses? You do your extra damaging attack. And yeah. Because that can't miss. Oh. Ah, shit, we're so strong. We're so strong, even though I fucked up the party. Well, that's sad. But yeah, that's why I want to stay on aggressive, because our deviousness is bad. A secret hostage network? I don't think you'd call it a hostage network in the kidnapping. This is a weird name. So we're gonna get a lot of status for that. So we can actually get the dudes above collect next time. Hey, this is 0. Let's take that. Because everything leads to nothing. So that could give us treasure. These are encounters. It will be wit when we get here. We have 6 left. Let's try this. So I can either take this special 100-year fruit, or I can do a study at the risk of losing the fruits. As a scientist, but I don't have naturalist, I would give me a bonus study. I think I've got 2 tools left. Let's do this. It would suck to lose the 100-year fruit, but I want to give this a shot. It's low odds to fail. The tool. Yep. So cultural merit in the barrel, shaking the tree, and he just takes the fruit. So 100-year fruit. No effect, but it gave me an insight. That was nice. I want that. Oh yeah, that's right. No, I gave myself the dues. So I have 2 of 3 for nature challenge, and it's treasure. We're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for this. Bounties. Well, he's the best at physical. He's a good rogue. I'm gonna have jump T to it. Sweet. He's good at both of these. Their clan parts require great strength. Just thinking, he's level 1 at both of these, and maybe this will require more athletics, and he's a higher level athlete, so we'll do that. There's an Amazon bird. And I'm gonna get its eggs. Sweet. Hey, I can do more. Awesome. Challenge tropical fungi, and he gets 6 campaign. That kind of stuff. That was awesome. Holy shit, I got so much stuff. And Felipe leveled up. So now I can either choose. Amnesia Shot hits 2 people, or it gains 25% power. I'm also going to get Tranquility, which is like an AoE heal that makes people excited. Oh, it does damage to enemies too, I think. Yeah. So in our case, it's pretty obvious. We're using Amnesia Shot as a debuff, right? So that my other stuff does more. You see, that's how I've been using it. So I'd rather have double dose, because then Hades can just... So now basically, instead of using this as a boss killer, once there's really strong minions, this gives me a better chance to double kill 2 strong minions. So I definitely want double dose. Nice, nice, nice. And this gives us supplies, easy pick in this case. You generally don't pick supplies, because the only time you wouldn't pick supplies to just grab, because it's kind of like a free action, is that sometimes, like you see here, it's a technique challenge, and the supplies are a reward, so I might not get supplies if I fail the challenge. So if you would be really fucked if you don't get the supplies, maybe don't take them. But in this case, even if I don't get supplies, 3, 2, 1. So very easy, because I'm likely to get supplies. Yeah, this is a good example. I could just make up a story about the boat and leave, but then I don't get supplies. Felipe... You know what? Well, this might be really good for the boss. There's only 1 left. I'm gonna take these odds. Yeah. Is there gonna be a more important challenge in this one, though? Yes. I think boss challenges often make you lose resolve. So we're gonna just risk this without tools. We got lucky. Got some fresh supplies and nothing else. That's fine. Because now I get to do more actions and get more rewards. 28 study tokens. Okay, well, let's just take this wasted action and decide what to go from here. So I could... These are just encounters. These could be better, but I know I have to take 1 more wasted move if I go here. That's the difference. Whereas these are just straight up, I'll get some nice encounter tokens, but I know all I'm getting is encounter tokens. 3, 2, only 1. Whereas this gives me a chance to do 2 mystery things. So it's kind of, do I take the sure thing, which are these encounter tokens? Or do I go for this, which has chances to give me higher rewards, but it's less likely to give me stable rewards? We're just going to do this. We're so good at encounters, right? Monkeys are out to get... Why do I eat marmalade sandwiches? I didn't choose that anywhere. Plus, encounters are reliable ways to get experience for everyone in the party, right? Like the 1 experience for an encounter or whatever, so... Alright, monkeys. I don't like you and you don't like me. Or maybe you like me. It doesn't matter, though. I'm going to kill you. Yeah, all I can get is a 2-fer. There's no better angle. How much does this do? Oh, a little too far for me to get a preview. Only 50% speech, though, so when he has low speech, I'm sure it's not much damage. I'm sure it's mostly going to be good for the heal. Goodbye. Oh, shit. I missed that they were devious. So now we have minus speech defense because we were escalated. So, that's bad. You know what though? I actually don't give a shit. Come on, monkeys. I have minus speech defense. I'm losing to you, monkeys. So now you see, like, look at this. Negative 25 speech defense. These monkeys are gonna hurt me so bad if I don't instant kill every single goddamn one of them before they ever get to take an action. He, fucking, he. What's up, monkey? How's life? I mean, technically I should be giving out confidence buffs and all this optimal play stuff that just really doesn't matter when you're this fucking strong. Don't care. I refuse to engage with this game. That was a 2-star encounter, and these are beneath me. Oh, Felipe got it again. Holy shit. 28 armor, 8 attack power. Hey, I'm leveled up. I can either get resistance to terrified, or +1 collect in Cape Town. Cape Town is a different spot later where you can get tokens. In this case, Hades gets more though, right? This is only good if you've got a character who won't get you 2 collect tokens, like a scout does, right? Because this would just tie her with Hades, because she gets +1 collect when she does a collect challenge. It would just make them equal for who does that. I don't think I ever want this. I don't even have access to Cape Town right now anyway. Something else that unlocks Cape Town. This feels like a really terrible buff. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Terrified Resistance. Okay. Blue monkey, and he's asserting his dominance. Bullying another barrel? Does he mean bullying another monkey? I feel like they meant the word monkey and not the word barrel. How do you bully a barrel? Fuck you, barrel. You're not round. Oh, I don't want to be friendly. I want to set a devious or aggressive example. Okay. Is there a way I can get like a 3 for... Now I can get a good preview finally. How much does Tranquility? Oh, no, Tranquility doesn't do damage. It's just a heal. Okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, the optimal play here, I think, is pretty clearly to... Actually, these monkeys catch up no matter what. If I kill these 2 monkeys this turn, right? Like, jump, shoot, bonk, she, bonk, he makes someone confident. Then I get these 2 for sure, and they're coming. But I could just try to orbit forward, and then get started on killing the blue monkey who's stronger. Yeah, he does more damage. And his buddy is strong too. Much stronger than the others. I think I want to just zerg them instead. Normally when I have like these challenges with like the right side as a really good guy, I try to just kill everyone on the left. But here, if I know what I'm talking about, and I think I do. Oh, I need to kill that monkey because I'm adjacent to him. Okay. It's fine. So the problem is I have to decide, because he might want to amnesia shot. No, we can't even get in range of a good amnesia shot. He'll be the one. Just kill this monkey. Oh fuck, I'm dumb. I should have done one devious thing first to not get escalated. That was stupid. Because like, unlike last time, this will actually matter if I'm escalated. If she kills with this, we do change mood. Go for broke. Please kill. Yeah, I kind of just fucked up there. In fact, we'll do this. The next turn we'll transition to D. Oh no, yeah, no, I do. As long as this kills, we're fine. We're fine. I did fuck up. There we go. We get tense. We're gonna go aggressive next. I don't mind switching to aggressive next. It's just I'm not gonna get the kills yet that I need. So I'm glad at this. Oh, my grip. Yeah, that's right. I just needed one of them to kill. Yeah. So that would have done more damage had I been escalated, and this in particular is what I was worried about. See how bad that was? Now imagine that, where instead of my current speech defense of 0, I have minus 30. It may have been a one-hit KO, in fact. Which would have been bad. Okay. And this is where I can really abuse Amnesia Shot for my own benefit. So I might use it not even to, like, do the debuff to anyone I care about, I might use it just to... Well, how much damage is this? Amnesia Shot... If I do Amnesia Shot, Piercing should kill. Because he'll take damage on his own, and then he'll also have the minus armor. So here's what we're going to do. Watch this. This is going to be clever. So Jean Petit, get the healing and the confident, so then I do even more damage, right? He does that, and now they do more damage. Because I've got that, we can't even get him in an angle we can hit both. He doesn't need to hit both. We're doing this because the aggro is 2, so we're going to go ahead and make it 1. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm going to get 2 kills, so it's not going to matter. Yes, the amnesia part actually didn't matter, but I don't care now because there's only 1 left. If the bar had been bigger, the amnesia part of that would have mattered. That was still a good, efficient turn, but yeah, the amnesia didn't matter. Whatever. You got to do escalated damage on that nerd. I hope that was worth it. Get out of here. Yeah, that was kind of careless. I gotta... Like, I'm really strong, but if I fuck up too much and not, like, respect the emotions and just play so casually like I have been, I could actually fuck up kind of bad. But I just leveled up. Oh, whenever she's in the adventure wheel, she gets to collect. Or she gets that when we're at it. We don't want to be devious. We all have sad. We don't like devious. So, definitely want Eyes on the Prize. And this is really good, some stuff we've been planning. Just a huge damage buff for next turn. So... Now my piercing shot combos are even crazier. Okay, we're gonna do this, get the something odd, and then we're gonna go to the boss fight. I don't know what this means. It'll upset someone. Delightful dinner is served by... I don't know what this means. Jean Petit, he made dinner. Oh, he gets spirit because he made dinner. Now we're gonna get 2 collected off the bat for the Wits challenge. Alright, boss time on our last. Onward. And we have 1 tool we saved, so we're gonna make a defensive camp. We get a really bad debuff if we fail. Get a really nice thing if we succeed. I think I want jungle defenses. Is this worth using my tool? Yes. Follow our trail of gold coins. I want money. Selector's treasure. Heavy object. Oh, sorry. I don't have the tool for it, but it doesn't matter because I need to disarm the bomb, and I have 3 defense grit, scientist, rogue engineer. Holy shit! I'm so good at this bomb squad. I've got like 120%. Bomb, so I don't lose a resolve, and I get some treasure. Gravitational sea mine. He's gonna crush these landlubbers. Alright. Are you ready to watch this guy absolutely fail to crush some landlubbers? Alright. The smuggler captain. He's gonna take a turn to get here. We're gonna do the focus combo and just break him. We're not gonna try to out-devious him to get grit, I think. Because we're gonna get so many kills that it's gonna go back to aggressive soon anyway. We're just gonna kill all these guys, let them walk towards us once. Take an extra turn off for Hadis to focus, and do a focus combo that wipes them off the face of the earth, I think. This is going to be really fun. Okay, you do that. You do that. I want you here, so if they... Because she has a gun, so I want my tanky dude in front. 67 armor is a lot of armor. Hey! We're not gonna bother fucking with any of it and do this. We're just gonna kill them with aggression. Perfect. Okay, here's what we do. You go here, kill him. That dude will get 1 shot. Can't be helped, it's fine. Up here. We move here. And then, yeah, this turn she'll focus, he'll walk down, and next turn is when we're going to just unleash hell on this guy. This is going to be really good. Okay. Get excited. How much damage does this do? I can probably just ignore him for a turn. So what's the more damaging order to do it in? Give him the minus 15 armor. Before I do this, this attack does more. Or do this first to make him confident so his amnesia shot does more. Because this is attack power. Well, it's only 50% of it, so I think it's more efficient to do the amnesia shot first. Okay. I'm so excited to see how much damage Hades does from this. It's gonna be a lot. He's now low armor, and she's confident and focused. Holy shit. Is there any way she can... Oh, this has been charging, so actually there's bonus damage. Yeah, sure. This might actually... If it crits... Not crits, but it's a random damage. Yep! That's the most damage I've done in a single attack ever in this game. And I'm on Expedition 2 of 5. Wow. That's right. You guys get the fuck out. You get the fuck out and you stay the fuck out. Oh my god, even more benefit. Ho ho! That's such a good buff for us. Holy shit. And we get another treasure hunt. Yeah. Our master item gambit was fine. Only having one item instead of a more reserved thing was totally fine. And, yeah. Oh, this is ridiculous. So, I have another big London phase to do. The first one, talking through it, I know helped out. You don't know the game. The question is, are the other London phases going to be exciting or not? And I don't know if people are still going to want to watch those or not. Here's what we'll do. This video will end at the end of the second London phase. I will do a new video that starts with the third expedition. So, if watching me get strong in London is boring, cut the video. Stop watching. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And at the start of the next one, I'll maybe briefly recap on any new macroscopic changes you need to know about. Obviously, I've got a lot of stuff to work through. If you care about this sort of thing, watch it. That's the rest of this video is London. We got a new equipment shop in New Orleans. How this one happens to work is it's really about speakers. It's got good books. We might not even bother much with the shop because we don't really care about speech power. We are an aggro party to the bloody rotten core. So, I start previewing some things. This is the big tree we want, right? Bonus collect, obviously good for us, especially for witch challenges, which we're going for anyway. Fighters getting 2 trinkets is always nice, but then look at these buffs, right? More collect for aggressive, sweet. Level 3 tactician, and we don't really, probably not going to get level 3 tactician unless we can get 2 more incidental buffs for Jean Petit, but athlete, we already have a level 3 athlete, and it's that collect. Bodyguard aura. Holy shit, bodyguard aura. It's really good. Bodyguard aura. I like bodyguard aura. I'm going to keep saying bodyguard aura so you understand that I appreciate bodyguard aura. And training regimen. Every time you see an adventure reel, +1 attack. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. So this is all good. Finishing preparation's good though, if we want to take these insight jobs. We'll get extra tokens. So I think probably, as much as I want to barrel down and get training regiment at the end of this, so I'm getting the most extra attack for Jean Petit, I think the smartest answer is to finish preparation before I spend my 6 insight, because that's a lot of insight. Plus I can get opening doors, because even though I wish I had it last time, this is the last time I'll beat myself up over it, it's still going to be relevant this time. I have 600 fucking status. I definitely need to upgrade the right? And then add 800 gold, yeah, I'm definitely going to get some nice stuff in here. Like I said, probably avoiding these. These are basically books that buff your specific things. It's like, yeah, I could buff sadness, all my dads have sadness, but why? Even my best speaker, yeah, all my dudes have worse speech than attack power, so speech is just kind of an emergency thing. Basically, you saw how devious people escalate me when I'm aggressive, and my speech is basically just if it's not like those monkeys and I'm in a situation where I really can't afford that escalation, right? If we look at these, it's still 4 for him, and I should never do this. This is for speakers. But getting 2 collect is... Because remember how last time I said, like, oh yeah, encounter, it's like a little better than collect for gold. 15, 20, 10 to 15, but now this is 11 to 16 because of that thing. So. But I think the first move is pretty solid. Get preparation before I spend 6 insight. It's 6 extra tokens of value. It's a lot of value. Open doors. 1 token for each ever spend insight. We definitely want this for its macro buff for next time. I'm going to be aiming for witch challenges, as you know. Now, I want Bodyguard Aura, Bodyguard Aura, Bodyguard Aura, Bodyguard Aura. Question is it worth my time to get to it and give up other stuff? Well, let's have a look here. It's a really good benefit. I need to get 70 research. Okay? Now that I that buff, I get 5 study tokens every time I hit study. Each one of these at 4 to 6 research. So, the pessimist is if I've got 5 and 4 is 20 each time. I can get there, but it might take 4 my insight. However, I could get lucky, that was the pessimistic, and have a shitload of that, and I can just get some students. And I can still afford my lobbyist up, so I think I'm going to go try to get Bodyguard Aura this time. Partly because then next time I get close to Training Regiment, yeah, this would also be nice to get, you know? Not saying it wouldn't be to have an extra entire expedition where I get this benefit. But this is just to, like, make sure I don't get fucking wrecked. Because I'm running glass cannons, right? You saw that. We're very strong, and you may think I'm going to just dominate the encounter phase forever, but I could very quickly get into some trouble if I start getting 1-shot and 2-shot. Especially in situations when I escalate and go aggressive into devious because I'm so much better at aggression than anything else, and someone has a really strong speech attack. Okay? So I think... Or speech attack, actually, this doesn't help with at all. I am mostly vulnerable to speech attacks. Maybe I don't need this. And maybe I just grab it. No, because I want to be in position... I 100% want this at the end of the year 3-1, so I have it for the last 2. You know what? We already got the upgrade. Let's just do it now and see what the level 3 specialist is also. I'm 100% going to get at least 1 upgrade here, so just do it. Just do it! So these are fun. When they see the adventure wheel, and he can get extra levels. Pepe might be nice, because when he hits his next level, he's gonna grab Powerhouse. You know, Powerhouse, Smashing, Stamina, Tough, and I can give him Tenacious. He'll be level 5. I'll get 2 every time he succeeds. I'm trying to use him on adventure wheel when I can, anyway. Now this will also work well for him because he already is Survivalist 1 because of his compass. What? That cooking buff was a permanent buff from this cook thing? Oh my god, he's a level 2 Survivalist too. So I could get study tokens, but I think I want those. But also worth noting, now I have extra gold from Encounter and extra status from Encounter available. One other thing I forgot to mention too is now I can get this upgrade, and I could go for the stuff above Master level. But I think that's kind of a waste right now. Because like you see here, I can only afford 2 of these even with all this money. I don't actually know what these items even are though. I think I'm just going to spend 60 just so I know for the future. Even if I don't think I'll buy any of those items this go around, I actually don't know what they are off the top of my head, and I think knowing that is worth not having the status right now. Okay, adventure level stuff. Even better. That's the master level. I could just get like 1 master level thing. Like, holy shit, this. And just never lose Hydus and just kills everyone. Maybe I'll just focus on adventure level. I mean, this is level 2, right? I've never actually seen any of this shit, by the way. I've never gotten this rich. I've never gotten so money focused, but like, if I do it right, yeah, I think I can pull this off. Upgrade collect even more. Oh my god, I'm not gonna click that though, holy shit. Yeah, if I get him that, like look at this, 45 suit defense, he has 10 currently. What are these things? Those. Wow, I gain 2 perks and that. I can gain 2 archaeologist perks and perks as will. I can give allies attack and gain 2 tactician perks. Fuck, this stuff's all amazing. Do I just try to get... Just upgrade the hell out of her and just everyone else runs away? I mean, she won't die if I get this. She'll be pretty strong. But I just can't afford another adventure item if I do that, you know what I mean? That's the problem. But I still think the third expedition, as long as I don't fuck up into things like the monkeys, should be pretty easy. And then if I accelerate exponentially, I could potentially even get 2 adventure items, especially because I have entourage stuff available to me. So let's say I buy an adventure thing. Let's plan everything else around that. I could just barrel down, make sure I get adventure done, right? Get bodyguard aura, and then instead of getting the boots first, I grab bodyguard aura, and I grab the adventurer's memento for Jean Petit. Because he'll have 2 kinds of resistances. He'll have 45 armor and like 55 speech defense, and just always put him plonk in front, use choke points and stuff. There's so much stuff I want. I spent the entire game just buying him here. I have no idea what this is gonna do, but that I'm not pushing for a long time if ever. And even if I do all 6 in a collect at, it's 3 collect per right now for, oh, he gets a collect and encounter, but 2 collect is still more. So 3 collect times 6 is 18 collect. 18 by 10 is 180. Yeah, there's no way I get even close to a second adventure item. So I could just get research with my insight tokens, and I do this. Oh, I need 400 now to get here. As soon as I finish the status, I'll do Jean Petit lecturing. I just need a little bit more status. I want both of these, I think. Get more collect and more collect again. I like this. I think I have a plan now. First I want to get to my 70 research. The EV of this study token is now up to 6. Let's even say 5 because it makes the math easier. That's a very pessimistic one. So 5 and 5 is 25 per. 25, 50, 75. 3 should be enough. Yes. I have a plan. You do that. And you do that. Perfect. And we grab a bodyguard. Sweet. Now, we have a kind of interesting dilemma on our hands, okay? So basically, we want BG Hunter and Pepe the Destroyer. 400. How we're going to get it is we're going to have Jean Petit Lecture, because he gets an encounter, and that's worth some amount of status. I could... Never mind, I thought it was going to be interesting, because I was saying if we're going to go over, we want to spend the overage on the merchant before we actually get to it, if you see what I mean. Because, yeah, because then we're getting collect too. But actually, we're going to barely squeak to 400 status. There's no chance we can afford both a specialist and a helper. So even though I want collect, I'm still going to go back on my word and not get merchants this time. It's annoying. I'm 100% getting merchants next time, but the students to get bodyguard are just more important this time. So, he's going to go lecture. So I don't get buffed. Collect tokens. I'm still gonna get a shit. Oh no, collect tokens. I'll just buff them next time. Yeah. So I just barely had enough to get Big Game Hunter and Pepe. Teach Jean Petit. Tenacious. Boom. Boom. Shaka motherfucking Naka. Especially, we're gonna hit this nice synergy where soon he'll be a level 5 athlete. I'll get 2 collect every time he goes on the wheel. And after my 3rd expedition, I'm going to get Training Regiment, and then I want him to get on the wheel even more. Now then, we're going to get 1 epic item, and I think it's going to be the Master Memento, or the Adventurer's Memento, for Jean Petit, so he doesn't get his ass wrecked. Although I could look into getting stuff like this, because this might actually be smarter. Okay? I might take back my words here, and then just get 1 Master Tier 450 item, and not an Adventurer Tier item. Because if I get these, right, not only do I get 2 Tactician perks, which is nice for the overmap, but by getting these notes, my adjacent allies gain attack. And I'm already positioning my allies to be adjacent because of Bodyguard Aura, Bodyguard Aura, Bodyguard Aura. Right? So that means they'll get attack and armor, and that 25% attack is just more ways that my cleaving shit can cleave the hell out of people. So I think I want to do that. The question is, if I think about this, that'll leave me with 549, and I could sell one of these little things if I need to get to 550. It won't be hard. Or yeah, 450 I mean. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I'll have enough anyway. It'll be 550 I start with. So 549. Nothing's 550. Just ignore me, I'm rambling. So I could get Ignore Adventure and get 1 Master Gear item. Which could be, I just get him a Master Memento, say, sorry, you don't get Adventure Memento, this is still good, because I just want you to live, because you're giving everyone all these sweet auras. Or I could count on his tankiness to take him through 1 more level of combat, and say, you've got that going for you, let's make sure that one of these guys don't get burst, give these guys more damage for cleave kills. I think what I do is I get the Memento and the Tactician's Notes. I'll have to give up the Compass, so it'll only be a level, 2 level 1 survivalist, not a 2. Until I upgrade to the full fighter tree and I can give him both trinkets. But that's not a huge loss, right? That's not a huge loss. I'll still get the survivalist perk on my team. It will just be spread out among 2 people, which is less efficient. Because if they both get 20 on the adventure wheel, I have to just pick one of them, but one person getting 40, like, is just 20% more on the wheel straight up. You know what I mean? Okay. Point is, if I do that, then I can just give the Master Memento to Felipe and go for, like, Adventure, Arm, Memento, and Boots next time. And just focus on everyone not getting bursted, because my damage is so good that I don't need to stay on the one-shot curve. If we don't get bursted, I'll just do another round of damage. I have so many. I've got 2 heals. I've got 2 cleaves, right? So I think I just want to buy defense first. Because right now, you saw my damage is absurd, and I have a lot of overheads to still have absurd damage, even if I don't upgrade anymore. What I need is to not get Glass Cannon bursted. So we do the notes. That gives everyone damage. And then I do a Master Memento, which is Jean Petit's this time. But Jean Petit, we're looking to give him an Adventure Memento, and I give Hadis Adventure Boots. And so I'm aiming to get 1,600 next time, which is a lot of money, but I mean, I got this much this time, and now I'm going to get more collect. I think this sounds like a plan, guys. I want to try it anyway. So go ahead and give this to... It's 3 grit, so give it to her. And she does more, she's better, so I want her to have a resistance in the draw. And Tactician Notes. And we'll buy... Unless... I mean, this for Hadis would be really sweet, right? But it's easy enough to get her confident, but that's kind of a waste. He was tyrannizing. Oh, they finally put those little things so you know tyrannizing is your devious and their... Yeah, and tyrannizing is a negative one that you want to avoid generally, so just like a... I see. Yeah, so... Nope, my plan was still the best one. Master Memento. T. Go ahead and become fucking tanky as hell. Because you are giving the auras, sir. I could buy another trinket. Like, just... I have the money to get... Oh, never mind, I can only get a monkey wrench. Make him a low-level engineer. It's not a terrible thing to do. But I think there's some really good trinkets here I might want or whatever. And since I've already got 2... My trinket capacity does go to 4 when jump hold 2, but I think it's still just not worth my time. I'd rather save this money. It's a better chance of trying to get my 1,600 to get Adventure, Memento, and Boots next time. And then I'm in a really good shape. For now, he needs to live, but he's good at living. I just need to be careful that they don't sneak up and frag these guys. Yeah. Okay, guys, that was it. As promised, we're not going to do the 3rd expedition, so people who didn't like all this London stuff I just bothered with don't miss anything they wanted to see, but I'm going to cut the video. And I think what I'm going to do, because my Let's Plays have been getting neglected a little bit, I'm going to cut this broadcast, but then just do the next round right now without waiting. Just finish it all in one go, just in separate videos, so it's a bit less of a pain in the ass to watch. So, see you guys back in a jiffy.